Our world is filled with mysteries and stories waiting to be unearthed. I hope this video leaves you with a spine-tingling sense of wonder and curiosity. Now, I present to you the story of a man who survived 2 atomic explosions. Either he was a superhero or extremely lucky to have survived a nuclear bomb explosion twice. Long before the explosion, Truman warned in a statement,
"Let there be no mistake. We shall completely destroy Japan's power to make war. If they do not now accept our terms, they may expect a rain of ruin from the air, the like of which has never been seen on this earth."
Tsutomu Yamaguchi was an engineer working for Mitsubishi Heavy Industries in Japan. While on a typical business trip, the sound of sirens erupted. Suddenly, the sky erupted in a blaze of light. He had just enough time to dive into a ditch before an ear-splitting boom rang out. The shockwave that accompanied it sucked Yamaguchi from the ground, spun him in the air like a tornado, and sent him hurling into a nearby potato patch. Yamaguchi was surrounded by torrents of falling ash and a hailstorm of pain and anguish. In his peripheral vision, he could see a mushroom cloud of fire rising in the sky. His face and forearms had been badly burned, and both his eardrums were ruptured. It was at this point he realized that an ancient visitor, seemingly from another world, visited Hiroshima as he was less than 2 miles from Ground Zero. That visitor was named Little Boy. Yamaguchi, surrounded by death and destruction, had only one thing on his mind, and that was to get home. He journeyed through a nightmarish landscape of still flickering fires, shattered buildings, and charred and melted corpses lining the streets. Many of the city's bridges had been turned into twisted wreckage, and at one river crossing, Yamaguchi was forced to swim through a layer of floating dead bodies. Upon reaching the station, he boarded a train full of burned and bewildered passengers and settled in for the overnight ride to his hometown. As he journeyed on the plane, radio broadcasts whispered the death toll of 80,000 and tens of thousands more would perish in the weeks that followed. When Yamaguchi arrived home, he began telling his family of the atrocities that was seen on Hiroshima. He told of the pain and loss and the explosion he experienced like none had ever seen before. His company, Mitsubishi, required all employees to come to work on the 9th of August in 1945. So Yamaguchi reported into work and also shared with his co-workers what had happened in Hiroshima. He told of the sounds he heard and the death and ash he experienced. As the employees leaned in to hear all that he had seen, a distant alarm was heard. And before anyone could react, they all felt an earthquake-like thud, followed by a blinding inferno. In a twist of fate, Yamaguchi realized a second atomic bomb had just landed a couple miles away in his home city, Nagasaki. Despite being close to the epicenter, Yamaguchi survived again, miraculously managing to shield himself from the immediate blast and resulting fires. And what makes this story so mind-bending is he did not die from the results of the 2 nuclear bombs, Little Boy and Fat Boy. Instead, Tsutomu Yamaguchi passed away in 2010 at the age of 93. If you found this video as unsettlingly intriguing as I did, don't forget to subscribe and click that enigmatic notification bell. Until our next venture into the unknown, stay curious, keep the lights on, and be ready for more mysteries to unravel.